Yeah, imagining better is very important because you don't get to better until you can picture it in your mind. And the process of getting to better is a process of constantly trying things on for size to see what might actually improve a person's life or improve a particular situation. So a lot of what imagining better is trying to see the way forward, and that's a lot of effort has to go into looking at different kinds of possibilities, different kinds of scenarios, different kinds of angles. And but when you do that, then you do eventually develop options and choices and new possibilities. And of course that begins in the mind, and either the mind of a single person, but often imagining better, maybe a collective effort of a group of people trying to kind of create a vision or an image of what could be a better way forward. Okay, well, it's necessary because the lives of people with disabilities typically are, on average, more deprived than their fellow citizens, and people don't put a lot of effort into having them have a good life. Some do, but by and large they're just not important people to a lot of people. And so imagining better is more important in that sense because there is really something to be solved, which is these are people that aren't highly valued. They're in many cases rejected, avoided, you know. What would life look like for them if they had a good life in different dimensions of their life? So what you're really imagining is life being richer for people that deserve to have lives that are richer. And we know people can have richer lives because you look around society, all kinds of people are having much more enriched lives. Even for the brothers and sisters of people with disabilities are doing better with their lives often. So it's really just applying a test to ourselves, like could we actually improve someone's life? What form would it take? And of course, when you do that, you just are applying role models of other people that have had rich lives, and why couldn't a person with disability have a similar life? But the very fact that you would begin to consider that is part of the process of challenging our assumptions, because we look at the world through our own theories and assumptions. And many of those we've never examined or questioned. And so when you're trying to imagine better, you're asking us to, in many ways, to think in new ways and try on new assumptions. Because the mind is a very powerful instrument, and it has the ability to create things that weren't there before. And so in teaching about imagining better, you really need to have some appreciation for how creative the mind can be.